Hey everybody, it's your pal Matt in the Valley here with a little haul video for the records that I purchased this weekend, which is the final one of March 2019. This past Tuesday I was hanging out with my friend Alex and she was talking about these sorts of videos where people show off stuff that they bought and she took a real negative, puritanical kind of view of them. Maybe they don't have cool stuff you can buy in Canada or something, but I sure do, and I'll show you what I got. Big pile of them. First stop was at Somerville Grooves, which is my local record store just down the block here, where I picked up, here's Lofty Fake Anagram by Gary Burton. It's a 70s record. A lot of notes on this one. Gary really puts out a lot of notes. I've shaken this man's hand long after he played these notes. Whether there are any notes left in them, I don't know. Here's a double LP set of the one and only Ray Bryant. Nice gatefold cover. Picture of Ray ripping a butt there. Nice mellow stuff. Put this on while you cook dinner. You can't go wrong. Makes the food better. This is, of course, your friends and mine, the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band. This is after they dropped the Doodah. This has got some great stuff on it. We Are Normal is on here. Rhinocratic Oaths is on it. Great back cover with the guys. Can't lose. Here's two sides of Oscar Aleman playing the strings. This has got Sweet Georgia Brown on it. And let's see, what else is good on this one? His Bugle Call Rag is on here. Good stuff. Here's a curious one by Stan Getz in a gatefold. I guess this is a collaboration with composer by the name of Eddie Sauter, who I don't know anything about, but it seems to be kind of a quasi-jazz, quasi-classical kind of a scenario. And here's, of course, I should have owned this one a long time ago. It's the self-titled record by the United States of America. Absolutely great, indispensable piece of psychedelia. And my curiosity got the best of me. I picked up the second Orpheus record. These guys are local, as you know. Great magenta and orange color scheme on the back. Lovely stuff. And last but not least, from Grooves, I got this 2 LPs of ballads by Ben Webster. A real legit saxophonist. I believe he was in Count Basie's band for a long time, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, Duke Ellington. I was mistaken. Very tasteful saxophonist. These are all real slow. This is like the stuff they put on in music in movies when they're about to start making out. Dig this. Okay, so this is from, I went to the Record Expo in Dedham today because I found this flyer on my coworker's car when she was giving me a ride last Sunday. So I got up this morning bright and early, hopped in Catherine's vehicle, and split out there. From the first booth, I picked up a number of really nice stuff. Spent the most money at the first one that I went to. I got this copy of Replicas by the Tubeway Army, featuring the one and only Gary Newman. This is, I believe this is the original release on Beggar's Banquet, and it came with, dig this shit, big old poster of good old Gary. You hang this up anywhere. Put it in your classroom if you teach second grade. Stoked to listen to this one. It's a record that, of course, I know and love already. Speaking of Orpheus, picked up this one, Jazz Impressions of Black Orpheus. Of course, the soundtrack from the film, the soundtrack that gave us bossa nova music. This is some jazz impressions of it by your friend of mine, Vince Guaraldi. I'm always buying Vince. He's the best there is. It's on Fantasy Records, but now it's a reality to me. Here is, this is really cool. I don't know exactly what this is going to sound like, but I like it already. This is it's a Soul Folk by Johnny Nash. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a lenticular cover here, so it's got like a little 3D illusion. Produced in Jamaica, it says, by Johnny Nash and Arthur Jenkins. I don't really know Arthur Jenkins. It's on JAD Records. Great purple and green label on that one. Here's a mysterious one to me. Keith Kilgo. This Came out in 1982, as you can maybe see from the font and such. Very trendy. The instruments on it, the musicians are listed all playing like Moog and synclavier, multiple synclavier players on this one. All kinds of cool stuff is happening on it. There's a Prophet 5 on it and a Fender Rhodes. I love records that list the synthesizers that they used on it. Don't know what it sounds like yet. Excited to hear it. Starts out with a cover of Crystal Blue Persuasion by Tommy James and the Shondells, and you can't go wrong with that. Haven't heard a bad cover of that one yet. Here I got, and this is I don't know if you can hear it, but the soundtrack behind me as I speak. It is Stan Getz and Laurinda Almeida. Some great saxophone and guitar stuff. On Verve. The best jazz is on Verve. That's what Verve says. Here's one that I should have owned a long time ago. The complete Switched On Brandenburgs. Extremely shiny. By Wendy Carlos, produced by Rachel Elkin Toure. Good stuff. Nice drawings of clarinets and things on the back. You love the Brandenburgs, you know they're good, and you know Wendy's doing great work. Indispensable. Also picked up a copy of 2020 by the Beach Boys. Brian Wilson said in his autobiography that I just finished, this is a good record, and I believe it. It's got I Can Hear Music on it, one of my favorites. A couple other classics. Can't beat it. It's another one I should have bought a long time ago. It's Freak Out by the mighty Mothers of Invention. Another indispensable classic. Really a pop record. Susie Cream Cheese, What's Got Into You? Was it the fabulous music of the Mothers of Invention? Another nice color scheme. Last but not least, from that particular booth at the record show, I got this one. This is Copulatin' Blues. Which way's up? That way is up. Hard to tell when you're copulating the blues. Volume 1. Seems to be a bunch of horny blues numbers. There's Press My Button, Ring My Bell by Lil Johnson. You Stole My Cherry, also by Lil Johnson. Get Off With Me by Coot Grant. My Daddy Rocks Me with One Steady Roll by Tampa Red's Hook'em Jug Band. You know, that sort of thing. I'll Keep Sitting On It If I Can't Sell It by Georgia White. Wonder what that could possibly be about. Okay. Another little booth that I visited at the record show was all jazz and soul kind of stuff. And so I picked up this copy of Special Occasion by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. It's a great disc. A lot of underrated cuts on this one. I put the duct tape on myself. I got 2 Bob James discs from the 70s. I got 3, and this one would be Heads. Bob, of course, named all his records typically as a pun after the number and sequence that they came out. So the one with the nickel on it is going to be the 5th one. Touchdown is the 6th one. 3 here is the 3rd one. I got a copy of Touchdown. A friend of mine gave it to me for free, and I just loved it. So now I'm buying Bob James. Here's Hey Let's Party by Mongo Santa Maria. If you don't know this record, I feel bad for you. Took a chance on this one. Really don't know anything about Bobby Timmons. Cover doesn't even show him with an instrument, so who knows what'll happen. This is from the archive of WESU, a radio station. I don't know where that is. Interestingly, the record's by Bobby Timmons, and it's listed as belonging to, how would I put this there, one J. Timmons. Maybe they're related. Whom among us can say? I believe that Bobby is a pianist, is what it says here. All the songs are long. There's a 9-minute version of Bag's Groove on here. I don't know what you're going to do with that song for 9 minutes, but I guess we'll find out. Also picked up 2 discs by the one and only Tom Scott. This one has a guest appearance by George Harrison on slide guitar, I found out. And this one has a butt on the cover. So, which do we like better? Hard to say so far. Both these are from the late 70s when Tom Scott and his saxophone were generally on top of the world. Let's see here. Also got 2, you know what? 2 from 2 separate booths. So from that same Vendor, I got The Sound of Spring by the Ramsey Lewis Trio. Spring has just begun here in the Northern Hemisphere. This one's a lot of big soupy strings, but a pretty punchy rhythm section from the side of it that I just auditioned a few minutes ago. Ooh. Nice cover too, huh? Let's see. Then there was a fellow with a big old $5 bin, so I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 releases from the $5 bin. Another one was Ramsey Lewis, Maiden Voyage. That must be the trio on the giant novelty piano keys, just partying there. It's on Cadet Records out of Chicago. After that, I picked up a little comp, Riverside, Soul of Jazz, 1961. Everybody wants to hear Bill Evans and Nat Adderley and Wes, and Thelonious, of course. I don't know who the Jazz Brothers are, but I suppose we'll find out. The Mangione Brothers Sextet is what it says here. So what do you know? I accidentally got myself a record with Chuck Mangione on it. Let's see. Here is this handsome record by a handsome fella. It's Ricky Nelson. Look at that cover, huh? Look at those understated hues. His yellow sweater, purple and yellow, high contrast, but against that lovely blue background, they really are softened, and of course it matches the clear blue of Ricky Nelson's eyes. If this is anything like Ricky Nelson sings, then it's a banger, and I'm excited to have it. Let's see, we got Who Wouldn't Want to Have Musical Youth in Your House? This is the LP that's got Pass the Dutchie on it, and a number of other tunes. Can't wait to check that one. Here is 2 discs of the Fats Domino story with a very curious cover, a little more psychedelic than the earlier Fats Domino. The first time these songs came out. This one turned out to be mispackaged. So this disc in here is from another entire record called Million Sellers Volume 4 by Fats Domino. But you can't go wrong with Fats. It's extremely consistent. So even if you get the wrong Fats Domino record, you still got a good Fats Domino record. Here is NPR Records, which has nothing to do with National Public Radio. It's bootleg, perhaps, reissue, perhaps, label from Germany. This has got the Rocketeens, Dick Dale, R.I.P., Mickey Most and the Gears on here. Busted Surfboards by the Lively Ones. An essential surf track is on this one. Plain old paper is what it is. Very plain sleeve too, just orange. Nice color combo. I'm into multiple secondary colors. In this stack of the 12-inch LPs, the last one is, this is a real winner. Dynamite Doo-Wops Volume 6, featuring this guy that looks like Italian Rambo on the cover. I don't know what he has to do with anything. I imagine him singing a song about a malt shop backed up by the heroic freedom fighters of the Mujahideen. I didn't know any of the songs on here. Let's see. The Esquires and the Elgins are on here. I wonder if those are the Motown Elgins. I guess we don't know. And I got exactly 1 7-inch. It's Cowboys to Girls by the Intruders, a record that truly belongs in every home. And to top it all off, just as I walked out the door, I happened to notice that somebody was selling the complete Season 4 of Murder, She Wrote on DVD. And it's mine now. Come over and watch it if you like. Thanks, guys, for watching my my haul vid. Remember to like, subscribe, share the video. Keep those hearts coming. Pass it on to your friends. And any questions about any of these records, just drop me a line. We'll talk. Come over and listen to them. It's all good. Thanks a lot. Bye.